What is going on, guys? We are back with another video, and we're doing the Jets for the rebuilds. And believe it or not, this is kind of the last team that actually needs it. I know throughout the year we kind of did a couple of teams that really didn't need it. But other than maybe the Chargers, which I don't think they're really that bad. I just think they're injury prone. We have the Broncos, Chiefs, Chargers, Giants, Falcons, Hawks, and Steelers left. So let me know what team you think we should do next. We are now, of course, on the Jets, and there's a couple of positions that, no, this is okay. So this offense, not the greatest, but not the worst we've dealt with. What is the defense looking like? Holy crap, Darrelle Revis is a 79 overall. Wilkerson's a 79. What is this? I've noticed this through rebuilds, like looking through trades and stuff. You know, the Jets are always a team that's kind of looking for players, and the only player I'm ever willing to try to get is Calvin Pryor or Leonard Williams. But man, this team is actually really lacking. This is going to be the hardest rebuild we've had, I think. So here we trade Matt Forte, David Harris, and a third round for Brandon Graham. We know the Jets have always prided themselves on an elite defense. We're going to bring that back. I don't know if they've actually been playing well on defense. I don't see how, unless Madden's ratings are that far off. Ryan Fitzpatrick, holy crap, I forgot they did that. By the way, we put Brandon Marshall at tight end. Little sneaky move, but 96 overall at tight end. So here we get Le'Veon Bell. I didn't want to do this because it's very, very unrealistic, I'm not going to lie. And this, you know, this is more of a fantasy type thing where we're trying to build the best team in the coolest way. But Wilkerson, Ian Williams in a second round for Le'Veon Bell, that just wouldn't happen. I know Wilkerson's actually not a bad player. A second round's a really high pick. I mean, it could happen, but let's be honest, it's the Steelers. I think the only way something like that would actually happen is if Le'Veon continues to get in trouble with like drugs and all that stuff like he has in the past. But other than that, there's no way that happens, even though they're about to have to pay him some big money in real life. Here we traded Aaron Henderson for Jimmy Garoppolo. We are going to have him at starter for at least the year. So we trade Buster Skriney, a 6th round this year and a 6th round next year for the Panthers' first round draft pick. The Jets never make the playoffs when we do rebuilds, physically ever. I don't think I've ever seen it. And I can see why. This roster is actually very rough. Even with getting Jimmy Garoppolo, even with giving Le'Veon Bell, I would say someone at the, tight end wide receiver position, but we haven't even done that yet. We're actually getting weaker at those spots. A little steep, and the price is steep, but Brandon Marshall, 96 overall at tight end. Will Hill, and a second round next year for Alshon Jeffrey, who's getting paid $14 million this year, but he does actually have to re-sign, and I'm feeling we can get him back for kind of cheap. So believe it or not, it actually took all of this to, okay, it did actually accept, it took all of this to get the Browns' first round draft pick this year, which I'm all right with. So here we actually do get Shazier for a 4th round next year, Bilal Powell and Breno Giacomi, I think is his name. I don't know why, but Shazier seems kind of easy to trade for. He's going to play one of the outside spots for us. So here we collect another first-round draft pick, Ryan Mundy, Ryan Fitzpatrick, and a 3rd round next year for their first round this year. So we trade our first round from the Panthers and Geno Smith for the Niners' first round this year. And then I believe we're going to give them the Niners are in worse shape than the Browns, to be fair. But really, it's benefiting us. But at the same time, our team is that bad. We need to be sleazy. We need to do everything we can to try to win this, overall thing. I don't know how this happened, but we ended up trading Ryan Clady and a backup right guard for Justin Britt, I believe his name is. For some reason, they really want... What position was it? Left tackle? I don't know why they wanted these two for that, but they did. The move was to try to get Roby from them, but I realized they had double interest in both of the guys. So instead of just getting Roby, who's only a 74 overall, I figured maybe try to get a 1st round, because maybe a 4th round's enough to get Roby. Okay, so it's not at all. Getting the guy, Sometimes you have to work for it. Oh, here it is. Yes, it is. A 4th round in Wallace. Basically, the Broncos don't want picks. They want players. They're not interested yet. They have full green. Fuck you. I'm not willing to get rid of Malden. Our linebacker core is just as bad as our cornerback core. It's not, but it'd be nice to be able to just say things every once in a while that were true, even if they're not. Finally, we got the trade. You guys know the trade. I said it a couple thousand times. So, not even close to the best year 1 team we've ever built. But it's also not even close to the worst we've ever... Well, I mean, it's close to the worst we ever had. That's actually not a lie. Jimmy Garoppolo is our starting quarterback. The defense looking a little rough. Shazier goes up to an 83 at left out. And Bruce Carter goes to a right outside linebacker at a 77. So lots of things to work on. The only thing that's really even set is the defensive line. Obviously, we can use a DT number 2. But that's not nearly as important as the cornerbacks or possibly a new linebacker. The thing is, Ryan Shazier, he'll be on the team next year. He could go up to an 85, 86. Darren Lee, if he wins Rookie of the Year at defense, he could easily go to an 85 himself. And then we just got to get it right out, and we have an 85-plus core at the linebacker spot. So our front seven looks really good. Then Calvin Pryor, maybe an 80 overall. Free safety we need to replace. We need at least another corner or two. And our defense is already pretty good. Let's take a quick look at who we have to renegotiate. I believe Le'Veon Bell is one of them. He is. We can actually sign him right now. I don't know if these are all the guys we need to re-sign, but no crazy name really. Antonio Allen, perhaps. Bruce Carter, perhaps. But everyone else I think is fine. Le'Veon Bell, however, has to be re-signed. See if we can get it done right away. And the salary and duration are great. Wish the bonus a little bit better, so we will do that. That's got to be good. I've never bumped it that much before. Exactly what I was hoping. But we need to make sure we got him. Everyone else is kind of a wait and see type deal. 2 draft stories. We have 8. Ooh, it's one guy. But Patrick Hillenmeyer, that's a great last name. Tight end. Leaving the rugby pitch and trying his hands at tight end. That is so crazy. Tight end is a position you never get in the draft. And look at us with a guy that's most likely superstar development trait. Take a look. I really don't, at this point, all the positions they can give us that we have to scout would be something we don't mind. We got an A- throw power, B short, and a B- deep. Not looking great, to be honest. Let's take a look. There's a lot of positions we need. Patrick Hillenmeyer, he's a blocking type, apparently. Nothing crazy, but if he's got superstar development trait, which I'm leaning towards he does, we're looking good. Wide receivers, some red zone threats, man. 6'4" guys, they can always play tight end, so it's an interesting thing to kind of look at some of these guys. Running back's great, of course. Quarterback, I don't want to touch any quarterback. I don't want to accidentally forget that I scouted one already. Terrible safety. So, let's move on, I suppose. So I have no idea what our finishing record is going to be. I just hope Darren Lee gets Defensive Rookie of the Year. That is all that matters to me. That's the only thing that matters. It's the awards that matter when you don't think you're going to make it, which we didn't. We went 4-12, which as much as you would say, oh, that sucks. But hey, that's not bad. Tom Brady, I believe, won MVP. That is, as much as the Patriots seem to always win the Super Bowl in the first year, you don't ever see Brady get MVP. At least I don't. Jimmy Garoppolo, lots of picks, but also lots of yards. I like to see that. Le'Veon Bell, not usually the Bell you would normally see, but it's still a good Bell. 5.1 yards a carry, which just proves that we just didn't have many opportunities. Alshon Jeffrey with over 1,000 yards on the season. I like to see that. Anunwa and Decker both had 800. Le'Veon Bell with 600. So most likely best running back. The interior of the line is actually really good. Shell played terribly. Frankel actually got only 19 sacks allowed, which isn't terrible at all. Darren Lee, I think that performance is definitely enough. Oh, by the way, didn't even think about it. I'm almost certain I had the wrong scheme this year. Totally forgot the Jets, I believe, are actually a 3-4, but we built our team to be a 4-3. So definitely going to need to take a look at that. 14th offense, defense was 29th. It makes sense. As much as we have a great front four, one, having the wrong scheme doesn't help, and two, we don't have anyone else. That's all I can really tell you. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Rookie of the Year, okay. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jalen Richard. Did we have anyone on that list? I don't even know if we had anyone. Defensive, thank you, Darren Lee with the play. We didn't get best running back, best wide receiver. We didn't get best O-line. We're not even close to that. Best D lineman, I think we would have had if I would have put the right person. If I would have had the right personnel there. So let's do that, and you'll see how much XP do we actually get though. Team goals, no thank you. Wrong thing. Darren Lee had a really good season. 135 tackles, I believe. 3.5 sacks and some other crap. So offensive line regressing hard. But, I mean, I still think... Ooh, 74K. Let me just show you that. 74K. And you think I did the scheme I forgot wrong. Take a look at this. Look at this bad boy. Well, if it ever wants to load. I forgot to do the sliders as well. So, 74K. I'm telling you, those awards. Why do you think guys like Le'Veon Bell are so good in this game? Once they win one award, it's like a snowball effect. They keep winning awards. It's impossible to stop them once they win 1 or 2 awards. So if you ever want to see what my sliders are, I change these a little bit here and there, but this is what I run with. Once again, it comes down to what is the league lacking, what doesn't get developed. A defensive tackle is a defensive tackle. Look at the offensive line. Everyone regressed except for Carpenter, and Fraggle is not even starting anymore because of how bad he regressed. What about defense? Did we have any progressions? We actually did have regressions. God damn. Not good when you have a bad season. It's really rough. I thought Atlanta won. I know the Seahawks beat them. Conference Packers won by 7. And the Packers won 45-27 to the Bills. Pretty realistic, honestly. The Packers defense right now can't hold anyone. Eddie Lacy, who I don't even think will be on the team next year. It's going to be interesting. This is one of the tougher years, I would say, to be a Packer fan coming up, is the year of the re-sign. Like, there's a lot of guys that are not going to be able to stay with us. And it's rough having a guy like Peppers on the team because, you know, he's valuable and all that, but he got a lot of money last year. Where's all the money gone? Did it really cost that much to get Le'Veon Bell back? Holy shit. Bruce Carter, you can leave. Bruce Miller, however, you know, EA really not paying attention to players that aren't relevant, giving him quick development trait, meaning no reason to let him go. I'm just going to let all these guys slip except for the kicker. I'll give him a 1 year. 33 mil left over, apparently. Not seeing any crazy names in here. Basically, if you guys watch any of my rebuilds, you'll know that my move is to try to grab players that aren't getting contract offers. Like, look at Taylor Gabriel out here. Can we slip him a deal? Can we slip him a deal under the table? So we've done what we needed. I believe we do get to see our scouting combines. Didn't get a single guy. What do we got? This took the IQ test at the worst score of the bunch. That's interesting. I don't look at the news normally for that kind of stuff. So I believe a lot of guys got offers. Holy shit, Drake Kirkpatrick really gets that kind of offers? So this guy was the middle linebacker we kind of wanted. He's running a little bit slow, though. So we offered a couple of more guys. I'm really curious to see that tight end. I actually haven't scouted, I haven't looked at him since we scouted him. He's still projected to be a second-round guy. Nothing too spectacular, but once again, if he's a superstar development trait guy, he's definitely worth taking. So I'm not going to pass that up. Quarterback is potential here. Got a guy that's pocket passer. Don't know why I even scouted him past that B+. He's actually really fast. I think as of right now, this is our guy. And crap, I kind of had a thought maybe it would happen. Hopefully our draft picks are good, but I lost time. I didn't have enough time. And that's what I'm talking about. I believe we took 4 draft picks. I wasn't going to say only because 4 draft picks is ridiculous. 4 first-round draft picks, that's not going to happen. So we hit him with the bing, bang, boom. We gave him our pick for their next spot, a 34th spot this year and next year first round, making one hell of a trade. So the Texans really win here. We give them a first round this year, a second round this year, and a 5th next year for Greg Mance, and a first round this year from the Texans. They really won there because we didn't even get their corner, and they move up to a quarterback, which defensive tackle. Or do we just take the quarterback ourselves? He is an early guy. Evan Rudd. Let's just take him now. Quick development trade, please. Normal. He's still really solid. He's most likely going to be the starter for us. Jimmy Garoppolo really didn't play too well. Full-on need, so I think we have to make the pick here. Normal development trade again, man. I don't know what it is with these development traits, but they've been really lacking on Madden lately. We're going to take Todd Brink here. Please be decent, boy. Normal development trait. Bust at the 14th spot or 13th spot. Thank you very much. So we are going to take him here. Scott Leckie, please be good. Why wouldn't he be normal? He's an 80 overall, and he's projected to go number 3, but another normal development trait. Thank you very much, pal. Very bad, I'm not going to lie. Looks terrible, but He does have superstar, as we know, and he does. 70 overall superstar development trait, 68th pick. I knew he was going to be bad, but he was projected that high. Got to take him that high. He can play defensive tackle for us. He has to. Normal development trait. We still reached. How are we missing so badly on drafts? We'll trade up one last time in this draft. Actually, we're going to trade up another time. I forgot there's a cornerback, or there's some position later on in the draft that we want. Let's go for that middle linebacker. Here comes another busted pick. It's going to be so bad. Please be at least quick development trait. Normal was a steal, though, so we could put him at middle linebacker, kind of like we did with Lee. Hope for the best with Rookie of the Year, and then develop another great player. So after moving a couple of pieces around, this is what the team is looking like at the moment. It's actually not the worst I've seen. The tight end spot's a little rough. I think we are going to trade Decker this season for a new wide receiver. He's starting to regress quite a bit. I like the offense a little bit. Our offensive line, I think, got much more improved. We really didn't do too much other than the trade of Mance, the draft of Brink, who really wasn't a great player at all. Defensively, I think we get a bit better just for the fact that we get a new cornerback that's looking pretty solid. We get a really good safety, a free. The cornerback and free safety were great players. Honestly, some of the best we've ever drafted. It's just that development trait hurts. Hurd actually goes pretty decently at defensive tackle number 2. I think Haloti Nada will stay at number 3, playing back up to the defensive end spots. We got to get a new middle linebacker so Lee isn't actually forced to play these 2 spots. Brandon Graham, I don't know why they're starting there. Cooper is a 78 at strong safety. I was really thinking about starting him. That's kind of why I went for, what's his face? I was trying to go for Dre Kirkpatrick. Couldn't get that done. But yeah, I mean, we have trades to make. I don't even know who's in the free agency. Probably look for a new kicker punter. But yeah, we have to get trades done. So our team could look pretty decent. I don't know if we'll make the playoffs, but we'll get close at least, I would say. So I'm not really fond of him on Madden too much, but a first-round draft pick, a third-round draft pick, and Eric Decker for DeAndre Hopkins. So this is bad, but Garrett Reynolds in a second round for Rashad Jones. I think he's on that part of his his life in the NFL where he's kind of be on the regress soon. He's 29 years old. That's not great. And another issue is he's probably going to need a contract. So 1, we overtraded. 2, a big issue is I was trying to get Keanu Neal. They wouldn't take him for a first, a third, and Reynolds, so I was kind of forced to try to get rid of that. This is what the roster is looking like for the season. Not bad at all. Our tight end position's a little rough. Great running back, solid young quarterback, 2 great receivers, and Noon was not bad himself. Riley Cooper is going to be off the roster. I still have him because I was going to try to trade him, but I forgot to. Offensive line's looking a bit better than last year. Defense, I don't know why Lee isn't in at right out. I don't know why that happened at all, but we'll fix that. Rashad Jones at strong safety. So our defense got quite a bit better, like a lot better. But we have to make sure that right outside linebacker position is fixed. But after that, I mean, we're moving on to hopefully the playoffs. At least, I would say this is at least an 8-8 team. Whoa, crap. Coach of the year, and we got a bye week. No way! No way we went 12-4. Did it say something about running the table? No way we went 12-4. Loss. I'll tell. Look at this. So we lost the 2 first. Like I'm telling you right now, we had 6 interceptions in the first 2 weeks. Look at that. Oh, we actually threw 4 touchdowns though. That changes my thoughts a little bit. 4 touchdowns is actually really amazing. Le'Veon Bell 5.6 a carry. Alshon, he might have won wide receiver of the year. Like 1 game, 200 yards, that's a lot. And then he had this game, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. So at this point in his career, he was what, 4 of 6? Not bad. Holy shit, Le'Veon Bell went off. But hey, that's not terrible. And then he just went off. Look at us. Although we did just take a loss to the Patriots. I mean, they're a good team, so what can I tell you? But a bye week. Awards looking good. MVP to Aaron Rodgers. I wouldn't expect our guy to get MVP, but wow, actually, maybe I would. And 20 interceptions, but definitely Offensive Rookie of the Year. He has to be. Le'Veon Bell, best running back, 100%. 1,000%. Jeffrey, we had 3 1,000-yard receivers. Hillenmeyer did not play well at all. But, I mean, what else do you expect? This offensive line, Just so proud of these guys. Like, look at Todd Brink, the rookie, playing a position he's not supposed to. Gives up 3 sacks. Like, that is ridiculous. Speaking of sacks, we had given up, or given, we've taken we've taken a lot of sacks is what I was going to say, huh? Rashad Jones, 6. Now, I don't expect our middle linebacker to actually win it this year. Hopefully, the cornerback wins it. 4 picks is actually a lot from the cornerback position. Rough kicking, punting, pretty decent. Kick return, Devin Smith had a return for a touchdown. Raymond had nothing. I wanted Raymond to start for us. I definitely dropped the ball on that. Second in offensive yards, that's what I'm talking about, fellas. And defensive yards, 6. This could be a Super Bowl year this early on. How close did we come to an award? Le'Veon Bell, 5th. Not bad. Coach of the year, we know we got that, which is actually really good. Offensive player of the year, number 2 is the Le'Veon Bell, so you know he won running back of the year. Darren Lee actually played well at outside. Offensive rookie of the year, how? Camella! Oh, what? Oh, we got screwed. And then defensive rookie of the year, we had 4 guys. Oh, that is so bad, guys. You know how important it is to win those awards. You guys have seen the damage it can do. And look at it. We don't win any of the awards except for 1. No, that is so bad. No. How good did this Camella guy do? I'm not looking at it in the right way, but I can find it. I can still find it. Let's take a look. He's got quick development trade now, so let's take a look. I mean, he definitely deserved it. I can't really argue that point. I mean, he played better, 100%. Hopefully we at least have a little bit of XP to work with. Let's just go on to the next week and then deal with it. No. Obviously, before we upgrade anyone, since we did win Coach of the Year, we're probably going to have a decent bit. 5,600. That's all right. I mean, 12-4 against the Bills, who did make the Super Bowl last year. The offensive line went up quite a bit, which I like to see. Gotta love that confidence. Rashad Jones actually did really well. I remember he had, 6 interceptions. So let's take a look at XP. Please have a couple of guys in the 30,000 range. What do we got? So Evan Rudd had 30,000. Like, we had some... What the fuck? He's a backup. How does he have so much XP? Greg Mance. I mean, so some of these guys... A lot of these guys don't have superstar development trade or even close. So we're actually not looking as good as I thought. But overall as a team, we actually played really well. So let's upgrade the coach. Get our quarterback up there. Hopefully he got a quick development trade on his own. Unless he started with it, which I don't think he did. D-line. DB. Linebackers. I guess that's the move. That sucks. I've never seen that in my life. 4 players on the Defensive Rookie of the Year award, and they were all number 2, 3, 4, and 5. None of them was in the first spot. That is ridiculously unfair. So he does now have Superstar, Ideal, Force Pass. Has all the other traits, so that's actually really good. Let's get his awareness up to 80. We get one of his throwing. Let's get his play action up to 76. So he does go up to an 82. That sucks, man. I don't know who the hell this Tyler fuck what is. Let's just get his awareness up. Maybe we'll be able to trade him in the offseason or something. I don't know. Look how much it costs to get your awareness up. Look at that. Goes to a 75, so he's not the worst player in the world, but still, what is that? You guys know the deal now. I'm going to work on all this crap. So we actually made a playoff game with the Jets, and a lot of people don't really realize the Jets... overall in their history, they're not the worst team in the world. They actually made it to a couple of championship games using an insane defense. That defense was great. I remember when LaDainian Tomlinson was the running back for them. It feels so weird to say that, but kind of decent near the end of his career, though, which is surprising. Like, right there with the Jets, he wasn't too bad. I think good things can happen, like it's doing right now. I mean, 28-7, defense doing what it needs to do, and obviously the offense is doing what it needs to do. Defense holding once again, giving up only 3 there. Start of the fourth quarter, let's be honest, this is a game over. I don't know why I said it weirdly. But this is game over, and do we even give up points? We do actually give up a touchdown. We take 3 ourselves, and we win the game 38-17 against Rex Ryan. Oh my god, I didn't even think of that. That is hilarious. Evan Rudd actually kind of looking like Sanchez a little bit. I don't even remember what number. I think Sanchez was number 6. But I don't know. We got a guy named Hepburn, by the way. Evan Rudd, did he throw any interceptions? He didn't. There you go. Le'Veon Bell actually got outperformed by LaShawn McCoy. He ran 3 touchdowns in, so you got that. But overall, by yards per carry, Alshon Jeffrey did very well. He's actually very good. I'm usually scared of that contract, and you have to re-sign him the next year. But I don't know. He might be in our future again. I used to love to trade for him before he was in a contract issue, but he might be back for us. Robbie Gould all over the place. So we're playing the Chiefs. Let's see what's going on. What is our overall? Are we still an 81 overall, or was that just a non-upgraded thing? We are now a 86. So 100%, like I said, we were not an 83, 87. We were higher, but even though we're at home, we are going against an 89 overall Chiefs squad whose defense is insane, and their offense, for whatever reason, it seems like teams can destroy our defense no matter how good it is. Not that this defense is really even close to that good. Hunter Hillen, I keep calling him Hunter Hillenmeyer. Is that a player in real life, or was once? And are we going to score a touchdown? We do. Can we get the 2-point? We do. So with 8 minutes left, can the defense hold? They can't there. Still got a little bit of time, and we hold, believe it or not. 87-yard drive to get the touchdown, or just even close, and we could kick a field goal to tie it up. 2nd and 10, huge play to Alshon Jeffrey. 1st and 10, huge play to Alshon Jeffrey. I can see why Alshon Jeffrey is becoming one of the best receivers in this league right now, because our quarterbacks love to throw to the man. And as we can see, we're doing well. Brandon Graham with a sack. 2nd and 16, Jason Verrett, replaced by the rookie, technically, gets a huge pick, allowing us to get a touchdown to none other than Alshon Jeffrey. So back-to-back playoff games, we score 38. Stalling on the drive, the Chiefs do clutch up to Jeromepkr for 23 yards, though. Can't get too excited yet. It's never over. We do force them to a field goal, though, so we are feeling great. Now the game is down to Le'Veon Bell, and I believe he does what he needs to do. And that's game. 38-30 for the, I believe, AFC Championship game. I believe we had a bye week. So we're in the Super Bowl with the Jets. He did throw a pick, but that's all right. He played really well. Le'Veon Bell finally outshined a player, even though he's been playing really well. Conley did well. Jeromepkr, just the man. Hillenmeyer, 6 catches, average 4.6 a catch. That is not great, but hey, at least he's holding on to the ball. I can't be mad. Only 1 sack to Brandon Graham. Pick, Jason Verrett, we know that. Marcus Peters, we knew that as well. Kicks, all right. Was it a missed extra point? So there was an extra point blocked. So that's fair enough. 89-0, 91 defense. Like I said, I believe in this team. Falcons. Falcons is the option. It's the real life. Sucks. Fucking hate the Falcons. But I as much as it's funny, is like, it sucks when your team loses. I was so pissed when the Packers lost to the Seahawks. Take it, we got destroyed after the fact, which is really bad. That sucks more than anything. But I'm actually kind of happy for the Falcons. They're a team, they feel kind of, like, I know they're known as the Dirty Birds, but I feel like they're all right. I don't have a grudge against them or anything. And there's no doubt the Patriots would destroy the Packers. Let's be honest. Who knows? The Patriots could destroy the Falcons. This could be a destruction anyways. It's not going to happen, is it? Ooh. No, we give up a touchdown. We're down 10. Come on. No! You didn't! If we can hold them to 3, though, it's fine. If they get a touchdown, it's over. We held them, so the defense is keeping us in this a little bit. Come on. What happened? Penalty. Huge play on 1st and 20 to none other than Alshon. Yes! Oh, I wanted to see who got that. We can still look, though. Touchdown. Oh, my God. Could you imagine? We are definitely going to play this. So, what's our defense looking like? Man, we actually have a great team. This team is so good. Like, I actually believe in these corners really well, too. Did we just... Wow. We lost the Super Bowl with 50-some seconds left. God damn, I can't believe that. We lost. That is ridiculous to me. Shit, a 6-point loss to the Falcons. That sucks. Great Super Bowl, though. Absolutely fantastic game. Just very disappointing the way that happened. Oh, that really sucks. That blows. The Falcons win a Super Bowl just like you will hopefully see in real life. Obviously, by the time the Super Bowl ends, we'll have like 2 more rebuilds in just about. But that sucks. The young rookie does so well. He actually played really well. Yeah, I think he... No, he didn't. He did not outperform Matt Ryan. He played really well. He threw 2 picks. Kind of did the opposite of did well. 42 rushes to Freeman. How do you win the game, defense, if you can't stop the run? Luke Hurd, the backup defensive tackle, made the play. The 2 main men for the Falcons did well there. 15 players are re-signed. Hopefully it's only 2 or 3 big names. It is a lot more than 2 or 3. It is at least 5. Actually, I mean, really all of these names are really good, to be honest. Of course, our punter gets a little bit of confidence. He has a really good season. Get some confidence. Suck a dick. We have 64 mil. I think we can pull this off. There's other moves out there. Mance was a huge, huge trade for us. Really? 12 mil! I go and say, Mance was a really great pick for it. You know, great move to trade for him. And then he's like, I don't want to play anymore. Like, fuck off. Quick development trade for Rat. Man, these cap hits are ridiculous. Exactly what I was hoping for. A new one we're going to let walk 100%. Bradley Roby, I think now we have something to draft. Calvin Pryor can go suck it. Hepburn, he actually played really well for us. Jordan Gay was clutch in the playoffs, so I think we are going to keep him. I got to look at it in real life terms too, though, is do you really want to lose most of the players that helped you get to the Super Bowl? Eric Ebron is in there. That's a name and a half. So Mance is getting some offers. No one's overpaying, so that's a good sign so far. Can we get him for... So it appears we should be able to get him for, you know, not more than the tag. Mance is definitely worth it, though. We doubt to get him back. The question is, though, he said, I would like to play for a new team next year. Or this year. I don't know if it was next year or this year. Does the money even matter at this point? Does the money matter if he says he wants to play for a new team? Let's go to the next week, see who is good and who is not. So we have a cornerback. I'm actually glad we got rid of Roby. So we got our 2 guys. Oh, we actually got Peterson. Wow. We have like the best running back core of all time right now. Like Peterson at this point in his career would still be good, I think. So we actually landed a really great player. Really great running back. So mid first, we have 2 picks. What do we need? Biggest issue. Oh, we don't even need a strong save. We have Rashad Jones. A little steep, but this guy is gotta be worth it. Those numbers are ridiculous. Exactly. Like, yes. This rebuild is going pretty well. Cornerback, I don't even think, was he early? Oh, he's gone. Where was his projection? Mid, we'll take him. Look at this! This is the draft we wanted! Thank you, EA. Oh, I'm going to take him. I knew he had slow. That was a really bad decision. So we're actually able to trade for Jack Mewhort for a 5th, 3rd, and 7th round draft pick. So we trade James Carpenter, Jordan Jenkins, and a 6th round this year for the Buccaneers' 1st round draft pick. So this is the team going into the next year, and it's looking pretty solid. We're going to put Emmanuel at starter. I know Hunter Henry, I believe his name is, every time Hillenmeyer does have superstar. But Emmanuel, he is a rookie after all, and he does have a lot better stats than Hillenmeyer. Hillenmeyer's not developing well anyways, so maybe Emmanuel gets, you know, the Offensive Rookie of the Year award and ends up being better anyways. Because base stats, he's already way better than Hillenmeyer. He's actually got that Gronk-type body, to be honest. He's kind of like a better ASJ. And then defense, of course, is absolutely spectacular. Hopefully Hayward Bay or Mason wins Rookie of the Year. We had a great draft. Could have been even better if we would have drafted that, what is that called? That left guard instead of the tight end. But hey, who knows? Like I said, it could happen. It could very well happen. The tight end wins Offensive Rookie of the Year, ends up being the better pick in the end anyways. You know, we ended up getting Jack Mewhort. Our team's still looking really good, I think. I mean, they played really well last year. Why can't they do it again with an even better squad now? 11-5. Aaron Rodgers is your MVP. Don't even know if the Patriots won enough games to get to the... Oh, really? Evan Rudd had to be close to quarterback of the year, though, or at least something. MVP, I don't know. Peterson with 12 touchdowns. I got Peterson as a backup for that kind of performance. Jeffrey had to be best wide receiver. The rookie tight end, maybe rookie of the year offensively. That'd be nice. Offensive line playing like lights out. Picks. Rashad Jones been developing really nicely, even though he's kind of already developed. He's kind of old, but sacks, not really anything spectacular. Look at Luke Hurd, though. The backup DT is so deadly. He's so good. Jordan Gay, lots of touchdowns, so really not a lot of field goals being kicked. But hey, we're playing really well. What's our rank? First offensive defense, got to be top 3. Got to be top 3 with them numbers. Number 5, top 10, same difference. How close were we? Number 4, not bad for a second-year player, can't lie. Really now, not bad. Big Ben is screwing us. Offensive Rookie of the Year, number 2, so that sucks. Defensive Rookie of the Year, we got him. Middle linebacker, huge. Rudd was the best quarterback, though. Le'Veon Bell, best running back. Somehow Edelman beat Jeffrey. I don't know how that's possible. No lineman, best D lineman, no. Linebacker, no. DB, number 4 with Rashad, best kicker, obviously not. Let's take a look at our XP, though, and move on. Actually, we can upgrade something. What do we upgrade? Wide receiver? Wide receiver. Okay, middle linebacker. He did not get a lot of XP, though. 1 defensive rookie of the year. Only 36,000. We have way better XP percentages now. I don't get that at all. I don't know what to tell you guys, but we have a new starting defensive tackle, I believe. God, our wide receivers are terrible. Yeah, I think we're going to put this Raymond guy in because he's at least fast. Raymond's really fast, so we're going to put him in. Running back 100%, beastiness, 99 overall, 87 Rudd. Offensive line, not really getting too high of an overall. Hopkins probably should be the number 1, but Jeffrey's played so good at the number 1 spot. Tight end actually does go in at 80, and I believe he's normal development right now. But look at this, though. Hurd, 87. Well, no, we don't have a new lineman. Even if he was a 99 overall, I'd keep him at number 2 because he's been balling there. I don't know what to tell you. So win, loss, loss, win. Regular season, 3 losses in a row. That is a rough. 2 wins, loss, win, win, win. Huge win streak there. Loss, and then another 4 win streak. 35-0. We've actually been doing pretty well. So I'm feeling good about this team, man. So slight change of plans. The voice kind of messed up. The video messed up a little bit too, but overall wasn't too bad. But rest of this is going to be a voiceovers, and the last 7 minutes is non-live com. But here we are in one of the games of the playoffs. I don't know. But we're driving down the field. I believe it is us. Hopefully we can finish the drive. Do we? We actually do get stopped, so it is going to be a field goal with 3 minutes left. The Raiders do have a chance, so don't count them out. As you can see, a huge play on 4th and 3. That is clutch as hell. 3rd and 2, another clutch play. More clutch plays down the field. Can they do it? They get the touchdown. So all they need to do is stop Le'Veon Bell and win the game. So basically, unless we fumble, it's going to be game, and it is game. So we move on to the next stage. Raiders are crushed. We're crushing everyone's dreams, man. We just got to finish the job and actually win the Super Bowl. Our quarterback played very well. Le'Veon played very, very, very well. Wide receivers, Raymond, the 3rd wide receiver, actually did really well. He's very fast. So I kind of was wondering when he was going to kind of burst out like he did there, like just one of these times, and he did there, which is pretty impressive, trying to outshine the star wide receivers, which he did in this game. Defensively, Khalil Mack and the Raiders defense outshined all of our pass rushers. Humber does get a pick, but holy crap, look at this. 2 missed field goals from the Raiders kicker. And I actually looked at those, and both of those were under 40-yarders. I don't know why I said it like that. Under 40-yard field goals. That is rough to lose a playoff game like that, but we'll take it. Now we're going against the 88 overall Baltimore Ravens. Not really sure how that an 88, but at the same time, whatever. 21-13, we're up 8. Now we are up 15. So 5 minutes left and more defense. I honestly don't even remember that at all. Kind of quick simming here as the Ravens just about get blown out by us. That's a really quick edit, Jesus. But you see their quarterback, Drew Brees. It looks so weird in that number. I guess to be fair, just about any quarterback would. Rest in peace for that young man. Did that to the linebacker for the Raiders as well. Our quarterback actually outperformed Drew Brees, and by a lot, to be honest. Like, that's really good. Running, it helps when you have a rushing attack like that. Le'Veon Bell is just a maniac, man. A lot of free agent acquisitions from the Ravens. You can see like barely any of their team is on the offense, if any, at all. Offensive line seems to be the same. Defensively, we get a couple of sacks. We only get one sack, apparently. No picks, of course. Kicking, our guy missed the field goal. It wasn't blocked. He just straight up missed. We are now an 88 overall, as we've seen, 89 offense, 95 defense, which I think in the 2018 season is the perfect formula to try to win it. So now we are going against the Broncos in the AFC Championship game to try to get back to the Super Bowl for the second straight year. Looking good. Start of the fourth quarter, we are up 13 points. I believe they are the ones to punt. Someone's driving on the field. It looks like we are. That is the case. And is this going to be another blowout? That's exactly what it's going to be. You cannot win the game when you're punting down, 21 points, middle of the fourth quarter. Terrible decision. We are moving on to the Super Bowl. This is absolutely insane. I would assume it would have been a little bit longer if I didn't have a voiceover, but I kind of kept in the only stuff that mattered. And, of course, we take out the Broncos here to take another trip to the Super Bowl. Our quarterback really didn't play too well, but Le'Veon Bell, once again, man, just dominating. 4 touchdowns on the ground for our running backs. Adrian Peterson back up. Is he going to win his first ring? Well, I don't know, unless I don't think the Vikings won a Super Bowl in this league. But, yeah, look at the sacks, by the way. Jesus Christ. Beautiful sacks. 2 for 2 for our kicker. They punted the ball a lot. And once again, the Falcons are in the Super Bowl. So they won. Yeah, they won it last year because they beat us. Won it last year, and here they are trying to win it again. Start of the second half, and we are winning 17-3, 17-6, 20-6. That's very doable for the Atlanta Falcons. Not even a question. 3rd and 18, though. They missed the pass. They are going to punt it, giving us good field goal range already, and Le'Veon Bell and company are going to drive it on the field. Is this going to be a Super Bowl? It is not going to be easy to come back from this, and Matt Ryan is struggling. Offensive penalty and an interception to DeMichael Mason, the rookie, and this is going to be a Super Bowl win, 100%. The Jets win a Super Bowl. 30-6, I believe, is going to be the final score. Could have been even more, as Matt Ryan turns the ball over again, I believe. 32-6, blowing out every team. And ironically, the biggest block comes from one of the most elite offenses in the league. And that's just ridiculous. But anyway, we did win the Super Bowl. I believe the defensive MVP was actually going to be a cornerback. Or not defensive. The Super Bowl MVP was going to be a cornerback, which is kind of spectacular. Matt Ryan not happy. Hopefully we don't see this in real life. I really want them to win their first Super Bowl. Don't know if it's going to happen, but hey, maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. I'm pulling for him. Definitely pulling for him. So that is Humber is the MVP of the Super Bowl. 2 picks with 6 tackles. That's a Super Bowl performance for sure. Great stuff by him. You can see the Super Bowl. Let's see the numbers. Not a good Super Bowl at all. Probably one of the most boring Super Bowls you would ever see. Rushing, however, if you're a fan of running the ball, Le'Veon Bell definitely facilitated your needs, rushing for over 200 yards in the Super Bowl. Probably some sort of Super Bowl record. It wouldn't surprise me. With the way he's played for us, moving on to our team, he's already almost one of the greatest running backs to ever play. 2,000 yards from scrimmage for 3-some years in a row, and just dominating. Basically, the reason why it was so easy for us to win a Super Bowl, just so dominating. He's already up there, in consideration. And of course, the youngsters are the ones that do the work for us in the defensive pick category, which is really awesome. 30-6, that's one hell of a score. I think this is going to be a team we look at in the future if we ever do go back to the teams, because this team has a lot of potential, and there's really not going to be any contract issues anytime soon, I don't think. So it's definitely one team I'm thinking about, 100%. You already know the list of teams left on the board, so if you watch the beginning of the video or just go back to it, let me know in the comment section which team should be next. After we get all those done, we're going to be doing realistic rebuilds, so all 32 teams need to be done. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it, but that's the plan. And hope you guys come back for next video. Tomorrow's going to be Ultimate Team stuff. If we can get this video to 300 likes, whenever that is, we'll get 2 rebuilds the next week, that week. But after that, hopefully come back for next video. But until next video, See ya!